I greet you, stranger. It is good to see another elf, even if you are not one of the wandering clans. I trust my people have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own concerns, I am certain. No. It is too strange to discuss something like that with you.
Won't you reconsider? We would truly like to hear what has troubled you, sir.
Very well. It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace. I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Cool, cool. To be honest with you, it's been so long since that little cut that happened there that I am not even sure what the fuck it was that I was doing last. All I know is that niggas out here got exclamation marks on top of their heads, so I'm talking until I find. I got the specialization manual for shapeshifter from him for some reason. Don't know how that happened, but it happened. So, yeah.
Andarin Atishan, outsider. I am Gaina. Is there something you need from me? I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try. You should speak to Lanaya. She's the Keeper's first and knows much of such questions. Zathrian? He has been our keeper since long before my parents' parents were born. What could you wish to know about him? He keeps us safe, and he keeps the knowledge of our people safe, so we may bring it to all of our people one day. From the other clans, and from the artifacts we uncover in our travels. Everywhere the old empire was, so went their slaves. Pieces of our past lie everywhere. To your people, when there is a new homeland for us all to settle in, the Dalish shall teach your people what they have forgotten. Yes. I don't know. Very old. It is said that Zathrian may be one of the first to become as our ancestors were long ago, immortal.
Huh.
We all live longer than the Flat Ears, the elves who live with humans. The Keepers even more so because of their knowledge of the old ways. Why Zathrian differs from the others, I do not know. Perhaps he has been blessed by the creators. What is that? You would be best to speak to Seyrel. He is our storyteller and knows far more of such tales. Master Verathorn should have what you need. Seek him out at the forge. Then may the creators bring you fortune.
Now, who the fuck is it that can give me the Arcane Warrior specialization? Because I can do with some of that. I really can.
Hello? I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. Never mind. Just go away and leave me alone. I told you to leave me alone. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Oh. There are problems, I see.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses.
I should be standing right here.
She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Fuck. Let me help you out, dog. You gotta get your dick wet.
This? There's nothing I can do. Wooing? I don't understand.
Romance her. Show her you love her. Damn, nigga.
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
Give her a gift?
A gift? No, that wouldn't be appropriate. Not before we're married.
Okay. How the fuck does that work?
No, we've never done anything like that. Never.
You've never even kissed?
Of course not. I'm not even bonded yet. I've never kissed anyone, not like that.
The fuck?
Such as?
Oh.
But the keeper said, no, I just can't. What if I encountered a werewolf? I couldn't defeat one of those on my own. The keeper would know right away if I left camp. Masiranis for the offer, however. That's very kind of you. No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
No, go kill it yourself.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed. Really? I'm willing to try anything.
You can't hurt.
Siranas. Oh, Ma Siranas. I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
I'm gonna lie, my dude. I ain't got that skill set. How was it that even convinced you? Fuck if I know. Shit. The Dread. I knew that name as soon as I fucking put the mouse cursor on that shit. Finhavel. I don't know the pronunciation. I'm not that much of a Dragon Age nerd. This motherfucker, I don't think I could even classify as a Dragon Age nerd. I think I could classify as a Dragon Age enjoyer.
There are places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
Don't they worship these things though? Or like revere it highly or some shit?
Who comes?
Relax,
I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach. My name is Alora. I am the Master Herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us. Not as much as I assumed you thought my task boring in comparison. Am I wrong?
I don't mind working with animals, to be honest with you.
You are kind to say so, but it is not quite on the same level as saving the lands from the spread of shadow, I am sure. In truth, my place as the Master Herder is a small one, but one I am quite satisfied with. Would that we could all find such peace with our lot in life. They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel, what humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides. That is exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude. I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal, and it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others. I wish I could calm her enough to speak with her. We have lost so many of our hunters. I would hate to lose one of our Hala as well. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless. No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me. No. That would not be right. When the time comes, then I will do it myself. It is my duty, as both Master Herder and as her friend. She shall take her last breath knowing she was always safest in my care.
Okay, well, I can't do anything with the Hala. What else is there to do? I could go lore hunting. I could do that. Where is that girl? The one that stopped us from stealing from the chest. Bitch. And this is a
We
storyteller.
few wanderers greet you, friend. We do not see many of our city brethren here in the woods. Would you help us break our fast?
I guess.
Come then and sit. Join us by the fire. I am Cyril, the clan's tale-teller. I understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our hunters. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned. Ah, bravado. How encouraging to see it in our time of need. Our people lie sick and dying, but you boast for our amusement? How thoughtful. Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire. Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell, and we were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales? Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade. Told by whom? A history that has been dictated by the victors, no doubt. Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you. Perhaps one day you will tell us a tale of your people. A day when you are not guest and stranger, but savior. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brazilian forest. Do you wish to hear it? Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both. So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see. No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
That is kind of off.
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil. One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Don't anger the trees. Keep that in mind. Is there anything else here to do other than talk to Yelp nobody? And see and jack shit. That's the forest, that's the travel. Right. To the forest we shall to go. Right direction? Wrong direction. Fuck. That away. Did I talk to her first? I'll attempt it. I'll attempt it. That way, if we fuck up,
Greetings once again.
we can come back later.
You spoke to him? What did he say? Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I? does matter. I am sorry, but I will not rest my future on the advice of an outsider, no matter how kind. Please, tell Kamen I am sorry.
Yeah, I don't have that persuasion shit.
So, have you spoken to Gaina?
Your mother ass.
It's fresh? It is. Thank you. This is marvelous. Finally, I am a hunter. I have to go and see Gaina now. Come on.
This is so fucked up.
Gaina, I have wonderful news. I finally have my pelt.
Really? It is marvelous. But I thought you could not enter the forest.
I didn't. A wolf came out and attacked me, and I killed it.
So you're a true hunter now. What wonderful news. Now we can be together.
We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No? 'Tis just me?
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part.
What the fuck? If it's not one thing, it's the next fucking problem. We fixed it.
Ah, more forests. And here I thought I had left the wilds behind for good.
Unfortunately not. Roots. Roots. Where the fuck are they?
And so I shall. As usual. And so I shall.
Here comes trouble! Light it out!
You think?
Back yourself!
And so I shall.
Begin the onslaught!
Another foe fallen!
Tis too easy.
Stay down!
Fuck does it keep? Why the fuck does it keep turning off? It's annoying as fuck.
Delighted.